Last month, I realized I was losing money, and I had no idea where it was going. Then I used AI to track it, and what it found shocked me. Money just leaving my account. So I decided to do something extreme. I built a private AI system to audit 2 years of my bank transactions. And what it found was over $1,800 in what I call ghost charges. Subscriptions I forgot, charges I never noticed, and small fees that slowly added up over time. Today, I'm going to show you what it found and exactly how you can build the same system yourself. It started with something small. A $9 charge from a company I didn't recognize. At first, I ignored it. It's just $10. But then I checked again. That same charge was happening every single month for almost 3 years. That's over $300 for something I used once and completely forgot about. That's when I realized this wasn't one mistake. This was a system problem.
And honestly, this is normal. Most people in the US have multiple accounts: checking, credit cards, subscriptions, apps, streaming services. Money moves constantly, and we live in a subscription economy. You sign up for a free trial, forget to cancel, and suddenly you're paying every month. Tracking all of that manually is almost impossible.
So I thought, what if I didn't track it manually? What if I built a system? Something that doesn't get tired, doesn't miss details, and can scan thousands of transactions instantly. Not a person, a machine. But there was a problem. I couldn't just upload my bank data anywhere. That's risky. So I needed something private, a controlled system. That's where this started. Here's exactly what I did. Step 1, data collection. I logged into my bank, my credit cards, and PayPal. Then I downloaded my transactions as CSV files, not PDFs. CSV files are clean data. Dates, amounts, merchant names. That's all you need. Then I combined everything into one Google Sheet. Now I had a full view of my financial activity. Before using any AI, I removed all personal information. Account numbers, addresses, anything sensitive. This step is critical. Never upload raw financial data. Keep it anonymized. Only dates, amounts, and merchant names, nothing else. Then I set up the actual intelligence layer. This is where most people get it wrong. They open an AI tool, paste data, and ask something vague. That doesn't work. If you want real results, you need to think like a system designer. So, before uploading anything, I defined the role clearly. I told the AI, you are not a chatbot. You are a forensic financial auditor. Your job is not to summarize. Your job is to detect patterns that humans miss. Then I gave it very specific instructions. First, identify recurring charges. Not just obvious subscriptions, but anything repeating on a predictable cycle, weekly, monthly, yearly. Second, detect duplicate transactions. Same merchant, close time window, even if the descriptions are slightly different. And third, analyze price movement. Not just static numbers, but trends over time, because small increases are the easiest to ignore. Then I uploaded the clean data, and this part is important. I didn't rush it. I let the system process everything properly, because the quality of output depends entirely on the clarity of instructions. When the results came back, it didn't just show random charges. It showed structure, patterns, things I would never notice manually. And this is the difference. Humans look at transactions one by one. AI looks at relationships between them. It connects behavior over time. And what it revealed wasn't one big problem. It was dozens of small leaks, each one insignificant on its own, but together they created a serious loss. And this is where most people misunderstand money. It's not the big expenses that destroy your finances. It's the invisible ones, the ones that don't feel important, so you never question them, until you see them all together. Let me break this down in a way that actually matters, because this isn't just about my account. This is about how modern billing systems are designed. Most companies today operate on subscription models, and their entire business depends on one thing: retention without attention. They don't need you to love the product. They just need you to forget about it. That's why cancellation is always harder than sign-up. That's why charges are small. That's why increases happen gradually. And that's why your brain ignores them. Because $10 doesn't feel like a problem. But $10 every month for 3 years becomes hundreds. And when you multiply that across multiple services, you start to see the real impact. This isn't accidental. It's behavioral design. Now, let's make this practical, because this is the part you're actually going to use. Once your data is inside the AI, don't just read the results, interact with it. Ask better questions. For example, you can ask, which merchants have charged me more than 5 times? Or, which subscriptions have increased in cost over time? Or even, group all recurring payments and calculate total yearly cost. This is where it becomes powerful, because now you're not just auditing, you're understanding your financial behavior. Then comes the part most people skip: taking action. Finding the problem is only half the process. Fixing it is where the value is. And this is where AI becomes even more useful, because you can use the same system to recover your money. You can ask it to draft emails, call scripts, refund requests, even negotiation messages. And because it's using your actual data, it becomes very precise. You're not guessing, you're presenting facts, dates, amounts, patterns, and companies respond differently when you show evidence, not emotion. This alone can recover more money than most people expect. But the biggest takeaway wasn't the money. It was the system. For the first time, I wasn't reacting to my finances, I was observing them. There's a difference. Most people manage money passively. They check balances, pay bills, move on. But systems create visibility, and visibility creates control. This isn't about using AI once, it's about building something that keeps working without you. A system that audits your behavior, flags issues, and keeps everything transparent. That's where real leverage comes from. So here's the reality. You don't have a money problem. You have a visibility problem. And most people never fix it because they rely on memory, on attention, on effort. But those things fail. Systems don't. And now, you have access to the same kind of analysis tools that used to be limited to banks and corporations. The difference is, they've been using it on you. Now, you can use it for yourself. So take the time, build the system, run the audit, and see what shows up. Because once you see it, you can't ignore it anymore. And that's where control begins. Here at Smart AI Lab, our mission is to help you master AI and maximize your daily productivity. The digital world is moving beyond basic apps into full AI automation, and we're here to give you the tools to stay ahead. Hit subscribe, and we'll show you exactly how to automate your business and upgrade your workflow. Stay smart, and we'll see you in the next one.